Hi everyone, it's David from Automotive Press. I have a super exciting and a one-of-a-kind news that you will not believe. This is the biggest news of the year, maybe the biggest news of the decade, and it could transform and change everything we know about automobiles. What is that? Let's go find out. Welcome back. So what is this huge, big news? Well, I just found out through my sources in Japan that a group called Japan Kaikaku Federation has developed a whole new vehicle for the next century. Now, Japan Kaikaku Federation is a very unique group that's a skunk work of ex-Toyota and Honda and Nissan managers and engineers that formed a very special group to try to design and figure something out for the future. Kaikaku, by the way, means innovation in Japanese, so Japan Kaikaku Federation really stands for Japan Innovation Group, and they have came up with this amazing car that will change the way you think about the auto industry. What is it? Well, the group has developed the world's first disposable car. Yes, you heard it correct. They have designed and developed and created the world's first disposable car that will go on sale next year in 2025. And don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean the entire car is disposable after you use it once or twice. No, it's not meant for that kind of disposable. But what it is the car is so cheap that the first time you have an accident or first time you have a major problem, you just throw it away. You don't have to actually try to replace it, buy another car. It just goes into a recyclable system because the entire car is also recyclable. Now keep in mind that in order for this to happen, the car has to be very simple, very practical and functional. And most of all, it has to be cheap and affordable because you're going to buy it, and if something goes wrong, you're just going to let it go, throw it away, and buy another disposable car. They are claiming that they have designed a car that will go on sale next year for, believe it or not, $7,995. That's a US price, so give or take a little bit more for Canadian price. So for $8,000, you can buy a brand new car that could last you several years. Maybe it won't last 10 years, but it doesn't matter if it costs so cheap. It's operated by a very simple and practical system that includes a two-wheel drive system driven by the front wheel, so it's a front-wheel drive vehicle. It has a small 1.0 liter three-cylinder engine, similar to the engine that's used in K cars in Japan for very small micro cars. So very small engine, very fuel efficient. There's no turbocharger, there's no supercharger. It is then connected to a 5-speed automatic transmission that's also proven, and it's based on some older transmission, so it's reliable and cheap to design and develop. So basically you have a small, simple car driven by a simple engine of only 1 liter in displacement, 3-cylinder, 5-speed automatic transmission, 4 disc brakes, front-wheel drive, so it can be driven in some of the wintry conditions as well. And the entire thing is just $8,000. You drive it for a couple of years, you don't like it, you can just let it recycle and dispose of it. You don't need to worry about trying to fix it. If there's a major repair, if you get into an accident or someone hit the car, you just let it go because the next one can be purchased for $8,000 again. They are guaranteeing that the price of $79.95 will stay for the next 5 years. It will not go up at least within that period. So it is practically about what, 1/3 of an average new car, which means you can buy 3 of these disposable cars for a cost of 1 new car. And therefore, if each of these disposable cars lasts for, let's say, 5, 6, maybe even 7 years, who knows, that means you can have a super low ownership cost because it's only going to cost you $8,000 for, let's say, a maximum of 8 years of ownership and reliability, which means basically $1,000 a year, which is less than $100 per month. And they have teamed up with a special Japanese banking system that provides interest-free loan for up to 8 years as well, which means and they have teamed up the special banking system in Japan called the Japan Kaikaku banking system, somewhat affiliated and related to the original group, and they're going to offer interest-free loan for up to 8 years as well, which means essentially you are paying, give or take, $70 to $80 per month. And that's all you have to pay. That includes everything. And the car is designed to last for a few years with no maintenance, which means you only have to do an oil change every 2 years. and transmission fluid is good for 8 years, and there's really nothing else to do other than maybe a spark plug change halfway its life, which is on the 4th year. So every 2 years you do an oil change. On the 4th year you change your spark plugs, but nothing else to change for 8 years. So the cost of ownership for the entire life cycle of this product is ridiculously cheap, and cheaper than anything you can buy, including some used cars you might find on the lot somewhere. This thing is better, practical, brand new with the full insurance, and it's the cheapest thing you can buy. And finally, the final news is that they said this will be global debut next year, exactly a year from today. April 1st, 2025 is when the car will be launched, and it'll be worldwide global domination with the world's first truly disposable vehicle. Do you guys like that news, and are you shocked and surprised? I am too. I just got this news literally a few minutes ago, and I couldn't wait to tell you, so I have to tell you full story. Just keep in mind that you're gonna have to wait 1 year. Today is April 1st, 2024. Mark my words, this is the important and the biggest news of the year. But 1 year from today, April 1st, 2025, you're going to be able to buy on that day. So they're going to put a reserve website up and running very shortly. You can just put you can apparently just put $10 for deposit to hold the reservation. I'm sorry, I'm really laughing hard because by now you probably know this is April 1st news, and I hope you know what that means. But you stayed with me this long, so perhaps it's a bit of a fun joke and a fun story. I hope you liked it. I wish there was a disposable car that would last for 8 years at a cost of $8,000, but maybe not. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm signing off.